Some changes are being made to the school day in the Onalaska School District next year. The purpose of the restructuring is to make sure every child is learning. In tonight's assignment education report, I'll tell you how some additional learning time is being incorporated into the school day, and it will hopefully accomplish that.
Our mission at this school is to ensure learning for all.
Why don't you write that down for connection?
Now that's easy to say, but when you really think about every single student here learning, the only way we can ensure that is making sure that they demonstrate that they know something that we want them to know while they're here at school.
To accomplish this, a concept called learning between the bells was born. Almost all class periods at Onalaska Middle were shortened last year to create a new 25-minute class called Topper Time.
We put it into the Topper Time so that we can get another shot at the kids and helping them understand some of the concepts we're trying to teach them with a little bit longer chunk of time. Wherever their greatest need is based on assessment and test, that's where we put them for those interventions to get that additional time.
Yeah, that's a good connection. Yeah.
8th grade language arts teacher Missy Rude is currently teaching a reading intervention class during Topper Time.
The students are pulled based on the need that they have the most at that time, and then they're getting that extra support in what they're doing already, so they're less resistant to being in there, because it's not like, oh, here's this extra thing I have to do. It's, oh, I'm going to get help on this work that confuses me.
The intervention classes are smaller than a traditional classroom, which allows teachers to give students one-on-one instruction.
With that additional time, we feel like we're getting at the kids' needs a little bit better. Those kids that they aren't demonstrating that they know it yet, or kids that already have demonstrated they know it, how we can extend and enrich their learning.
So whether students are getting extra help or an extra challenge, every one of them benefits from Topper Time. It's this model of teaching that the district superintendent wants to see at every kindergarten through 8th grade school beginning next fall.
What's brought the focus on extra learning time for kids is, this goes back a lot of years, but for me, for our district, it was about how can we continually get better to meet the needs of the kids that we're not meeting.
The hope is that if the district can find an answer to this question, they can eliminate the achievement gap and all students will be performing at grade level. Finkel hopes this extra learning time, or Topper Time as the middle school calls it, will be the answer to the problem.
It's kind of an equal opportunity intervention.
As Onalaska Middle wraps up their second year with this schedule, the principal has some thoughts on this new learning time.
Right now, based on those assessments, I feel like we're moving in the right direction. We're not there yet, but we're moving in the right direction.
This 8th grade classroom teacher agrees.
It's a satisfying kind of teaching. It's a different kind of teaching, because you really feel like you're getting the students the help they need.
And it's happening between the bells. As part of the district's mission to make sure every child is learning, the district is also incorporating teacher collaboration time into their monthly professional development days.
This new requirement is a result of an effort by the district to move to a 4.5-day school week for next year. The district was hoping to allow teachers a few hours every week to collaborate during the early release day. That idea has been tabled.
So for next year, the teachers are being asked to use their monthly professional development days as collaboration time.
I think it's going to be a big shift in how often we're able to meet, because sometimes we're not able to touch base with each other as much as we wish we could. And I think for some people it will be a shift. It will be more of a structure that's in place, and they're accountable for that cooperation.
Professional development days were a part of the original calendar. However, next year they've been moved to Fridays or a day before a holiday.
The district will evaluate the effectiveness of next year's teacher collaboration time, and depending on the results, a 4.5-day school week schedule may be up for discussion again.